Hey guys, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the newsletter economy and what's actually happening at the beginning of 2023 on Substack. So what we're finding out as creators are talking to each other is that there's some categories that are really cyclical. So let's say you are a writer in finance and investing. So given that the stock market hasn't been doing that great in the past 6 months, your growth might actually be flat or even negative. So there's some categories that are really cyclical. So what is actually happening to these newsletter creators? They're learning how to diversify. So what does the startup do in tough times? It learns to pivot. It learns to change its business model. And the same holds true for the newsletter economy and its creators. So what's actually going on? People are realizing that you can do sponsored ads at a flat fee basis that's far more profitable than paid subscriptions. So even though networks like Substack are pretty against ads and algorithms, sponsored ads can be really aligned to your topic, right? So you can have a sponsor that fits perfectly into the topic of your post, so it doesn't feel disruptive to the reader experience. So you can marry all these different things, course building, for example, um, creating a palette where you host a jobs hub for your topic. There's so many different ways to diversify your revenue. There's the ability to do workshops and seminars or Substack meetings, which are one-on-one consultations. So you can charge for all these various things. And it's just a question of what you enjoy doing and your time, your availability, and where you feel like monetizing is okay for you, right? Maybe you're not comfortable with advertising. Maybe you don't want to meet people one-on-one, or you don't have a service to offer. The point being, there's higher tiers that you can charge for these different services, where as a monthly subscription is a rather low tier. So you need absurd amounts to scale. You need to be able to survive 2 or 3 years. And how do you do that in a cyclical environment where, for instance, you might have periods of flat or even negative growth, right? So you need to diversify your newsletter revenue. So that's what I'm finding out as I experience the newsletter economy. I'm 1 year in. I just crossed my 10,000 free readers. My conversion rate is a lot lower than my peers. That's partly because of my category, which is technology. Now, there's so many AI newsletters that have come on board. It's been an incredible hype cycle. So at least we are seeing a little bit of lift. So it's our turn to show some lift. And when the stock market recovers, all of these investing and finance people will definitely see an incredible explosion of new subscribers. So the environment, the macro environment really impacts the creator economy, right? So it's not as volatile as Web3 or crypto, but it's really something to watch. And this diversification of the solo entrepreneur methodology, it's really important for creators because not everyone can afford to write a newsletter that's not profitable for 2, 3 years until it really takes off, right? So just keep in mind, there's different ways to monetize. The sponsored ads, you charge a flat fee, and either the advertiser likes it or doesn't. They're typically looking for clicks and conversions to acquire new customers. So they're looking to acquire new customers at a cheaper rate through clicks. Maybe your newsletter is not the best for clicks. It all depends on your formatting and everything else. So I just wanted to share these insights in case it's helpful or valuable to anyone out there. All right. Thanks for listening.